Winter isn't just a season, it is a filter. It strips away noise, comfort, and excuses until only the truth remains. When the cold settles in and the days shrink, most people retreat. They slow down without realizing it. They postpone their goals. They wait for warmth. They wait for motivation. They wait for a perfect moment that never comes. But there are a few people who move in the opposite direction. When the world steps back, they step forward. When the air gets colder, they get sharper. When silence grows, they use it. This is where the winter arc begins. Winter changes human behavior in a way no other season does. The cold air targets your routines. The shorter days force you to decide what truly matters. The quiet pushes you inward. There is less noise, less distraction, less social pressure. And without that clutter, you start to hear yourself again. You notice the habits that hold you back. You notice the thoughts you avoid. You notice the identity you've been dragging with you for years. This is why winter is powerful. It doesn't make you stronger by default. It gives you the environment to rebuild if you choose to use it. The winter arc is built around that idea. It is a 90-day plan designed to turn the coldest months into the most transformative period of your life. Not through hype, not through dopamine, but through structure, identity work, discipline, and controlled action. The first 30 days are about identity. This is where most people fail every self-improvement attempt before it even starts. They try to change their habits without changing the person behind those habits. They want discipline, but they keep the identity of someone who avoids difficulty. They want results, but they keep the identity of someone who hesitates. The winter arc forces you to flip that. You start with identity because identity shapes action. If you see yourself as someone who stays consistent, you behave differently. If you see yourself as someone who finishes what they start, you act like it. Identity isn't built through motivation, it's built through repetition. During this first month, you pick 3 priorities. Not everything, just 3. You commit to them, you write them down, you see them every day. Then you reset your environment, your room, your desk, your phone, your social space. You remove friction, you remove distraction. You make the path of discipline easier than the path of chaos. And then you set minimum standards, habits so small you can't fail. 10-minute workouts, short walks, 15 minutes of reading, 1 page of journaling. These aren't about progress, they're about identity. Because every day you complete them, you're proving to yourself, I follow through. By day 30, something subtle happens. You feel more grounded, you feel more aware of your patterns, you feel more stable. It is not dramatic, but it is real. Identity has shifted. You're no longer pretending to be disciplined, you're practicing it. Then comes phase 2, days 31 to 60. This is where discipline gets forged. This is the hardest part of the arc, and it's meant to be. The excitement of starting has faded. The routine feels repetitive. Your brain starts negotiating. You begin hearing old habits whisper again. This is where most people quit, but this is exactly where discipline is built. In this phase, you create anchor habits, the habits that structure your entire day. Wake up time, morning routine, training time, reflection time, digital detox time. These become non-negotiable. You don't rely on motivation, you rely on structure. You aren't asking yourself if you feel like it. You're asking yourself if it's on the schedule. And then you add controlled discomfort, small intentional challenges, cold showers, morning walks in the cold, keeping your phone away, cutting sugar, doing the work before the relaxation. Not because discomfort is impressive, but because it trains your mind. It teaches you that you can act without waiting for comfort. And to stabilize all of this, you track your behavior, your sleep, your workouts, your mood, your focus, your priorities, your energy. Not obsessively, just consistently. Tracking creates awareness, and awareness creates discipline. When you see the data, you can no longer lie to yourself. By the end of 60 days, something shifts again. Discipline starts to feel normal. You depend less on motivation. You trust yourself more. You feel more in control. Then comes phase 3, days 61 to 90. Result mode. This is where the work you build starts paying off. The foundation is solid. The identity is aligned. The discipline is stable. Now you increase intensity, not recklessly, strategically. Workouts get a little harder. Reading sessions get longer. Your focus sharpens. You cut the last bits of wasted time. You make the system faster and cleaner. This is also where you add 1 high-value habit. Just one. Something that upgrades you long-term. It could be journaling at night, meditation, skill learning, content creation. Anything that moves you in the direction you want to become. And when you combine identity, discipline, and focused intensity, the results appear quietly but clearly. You feel stronger, sharper, more consistent, more in control, more detached from comfort, more aligned with the person you want to be. Throughout all 90 days, you will hit predictable challenges. The arc is designed with them in mind. Around day 7, excitement fades. Around day 15, laziness returns. Around day 20, your old habits pull back. Around day 30, you doubt everything. Around day 40, the routine feels boring. Around day 50, distraction tempts you. Around day 60, everything clicks. Around day 70, complacency shows up. Around day 80, you feel tired. Around day 90, the transformation becomes visible. These cycles are normal. They happen to everyone. The difference is that most people think these cycles mean failure. The winter arc teaches you that they are part of the journey. When you know they're coming, you move through them without fear. Winter itself helps you. Cold air boosts alertness. Quiet mornings increase focus. Shorter days force you to plan. Less social activity gives you more time. The discomfort builds resilience. The stillness improves clarity. Winter is harsh, but harsh seasons build strong people. The most important shift of all is mindset. You stop thinking in terms of motivation. You stop chasing perfect moments. You stop waiting for energy. You start thinking in terms of identity. Who you become decides what you do. Your actions follow your identity. Your discipline follows your habits. Your results follow your discipline. This chain is simple. Identity, habits, discipline, results. This is why people fail. They chase results first. They skip identity. They skip systems. They skip structure. The winter arc fixes that by forcing the right order. The real purpose of the arc isn't to look good. It's not for social media. It's not for validation. The real purpose is control. Control over your emotion. Control over your habits. Control over your time. Your choices. Your direction. Once you gain control, everything else becomes easier. Decisions become clearer. Stress becomes lighter. Focus becomes sharper. Confidence becomes natural. 90 days of control can rewrite a lifetime of inconsistency. And when the 90 days end, the transformation won't always be dramatic. It will be quiet but undeniable. You will feel more disciplined, more consistent, more stable, more aligned with the person you want to become. You enter spring not as someone who survived winter, but as someone reshaped by it. The winter arc isn't a trend, it's a commitment. It turns the coldest season into a season of growth. It teaches you to show up when others slow down. It teaches you to move without motivation. It teaches you to rebuild identity through simple daily action. You don't wait for the perfect moment. You use the moment you're in. Winter is already silent. Winter is already still. Winter is already a training ground. Step into it. Build slowly. Stay consistent. Let the season forge you. And when the snow melts, you won't be the same person who walked into it.
You'll be someone rebuilt from the inside. Subscribe. Thank you for watching.